Greetings, fellow network members, distinguished guests, defenders of freedom and democracy. I'm Ali Salman, and on behalf of the Free Enterprise and Democracy Network FEDN Steering Committee, I would like to thank you all for participating in the opening day of this conference. I wish to extend our sincerest thanks to the National Endowment for Democracy for sponsoring this event and for continuously supporting the Free Enterprise and Democracy Network since its inception. The network was established by SAIP in 2012 to promote international engagement around the principles of free enterprise and democracy and bring private sector voices into global discourses on democracy. The FEDN provides a mechanism for private sector leaders and advocates of economic freedom across the world to exchange ideas and make the case for democratic, prosperous societies. Our membership is comprised of about 70 members who serve as advisors for democratic transitions and provide technical assistance to reform initiatives worldwide. Our members bring an economic reform perspective to international democracy forums and share their experiences in championing the principles of free enterprise and democracy. I was invited to join this network in 2014 as the founder and executive director of Pakistan's Policy Research Institute of Market Economy, or PRIME. The shared commitment of serving as a coalition builder and a catalyst for inclusive economic growth through democratic governance and democratic accountability guided my decision to join the FEDN. Like many other countries, Pakistan's economy is also passing through another transition. While we are braving one of the severest floods currently and the aftermath of this shock, we see some improvement in our overall macroeconomic management, but the current shock has produced another economic challenge for Pakistan in general. At PRIME, we believe that the central thread in resolving this puzzle of economic structure and structural reforms lies in creation of competitive markets, but also a democratic society, which can help in actually reallocation of resources. My participation in the Free Enterprise and Democracy Network member and as a leader on the steering committee continues to reaffirm this belief. Many of the core principles of the network promotes the understanding of democracy and a market economy having mutually reinforcing effects. A market economy allows pluralism to flourish. A competitive private sector provides a counterweight to the state, creates opportunities for citizens, and makes possible a vibrant civil society. While democracy possesses intrinsic value as a goal, it is also a means to a better business environment and thus to growth and prosperity. Yet, the rich discussions and remarks shared today point to the growing global struggle in preserving these values. Our keynote speaker, the NED President and CEO Damon Wilson, made it clear that business as usual is not an option to mitigate the risks and the threats to democratic resilience, emphasizing that we have been on the defensive too long and it is time we go on offense. In his words, over the years we have witnessed creeping erosion of democratic institutions, creeping expansion of authoritarian influence, the erosion of the global rules-based trading system, the rise of state actors pursuing non-market-based competition, shrinking civic spaces, and growing barriers to inclusive economic opportunity. Through all this event today, and the speakers and audience have exemplified the bold, innovative action needed to address the emerging challenges of the day. And I'll provide some examples. At IREX, Laura Augusta supports independent media in complex political environments to improve the quality of content and hold those in power accountable, in addition to enhancing media and digital literacy skills among youth through IREX's flagship initiative, Learn to Discern. FEDN member Dr. Poshraj Pandey has spent the past 25 years working to build the capacity of and enabling key stakeholders, particularly the poor and marginalized, to derive net benefits from changing political economy and environmental landscapes. Louisa Tomar works with partners in Ethiopia, Kenya, Tunisia, Bangladesh, Indonesia, the Philippines, and beyond, supporting business advocacy on digital policy, developing digital literacy resources and training, and assessing the impact of digital transformation on democracies and business communities in emerging markets. Dr. Tricia Yo leads the Institute for Democracy and International Affairs, Institute for Democracy and Economic Affairs, where I also have worked, in producing cutting-edge research on the rule of law, approaches to restoring trust in institutions, and inclusive development, in addition to initiating and continuing the dialogues with the government, lawmakers, business, and civil society on these issues. During the concurrent workshops, the expert facilitators and participants shared experiences, lessons, and recommendations on how we all can empower local actors across sectors to push for change from the bottom up, seek windows of opportunity for institutional reforms, and bolster mechanisms of accountability and transparency to counter corruption and uphold the rule of law. Tomorrow, you can look forward to another day of insightful, interactive discussions, including a fireside chat with Liv Leshinsky, Executive Director of the Center of Economic Strategy, who will provide insights on aspects of local and international engagement that has helped Ukraine foster resilience in crisis. A plenary debrief session discussing key challenges and perspectives shared during today's concurrent workshops on anti-corruption, collective action, and preparing for change. And an expert panel making the case for the benefits which democracy and market economies have yielded. Until then, please take advantage of the networking opportunities this conference platform has to offer and explore innovative research and approaches to emerging challenges in the virtual exhibition. Thank you for your contributions today, and we look forward to engaging with you tomorrow.